Hi there everyone. Today's video is going to focus on how to do the actual wellness consult. What happens after your person gets their oils? Here they are. And what do you do to make sure they know how to use them? And I'm going to show you exactly what to bring with you and what to do to ensure that they can get started on the right foot and they can continue to buy oils or know what to do with what they got already. Okay? So this is Claire, everyone.
Hello.
And Claire, what did you just get here?
My Family Home Essentials Kit.
Okay, fantastic. So Claire has her Family Essentials Kit, and when I set up her wellness consult either at the time of the class or I set it up when I send her the welcome letter. So we're now meeting, and so I'm going to show you a little bit of how I do it and kind of narrate what's going on. But open this puppy up and let's show them that your new person does get a book that comes in there, and then she's got her oils, okay? So my goal is to show her how to use what she already bought. I'm not trying to sell her anything else, okay? So we're gonna put this aside for a second. I took the liberty of putting all of those oils here in a tray, all right? So they're here. Claire, if you wouldn't mind holding those. Okay, so what is the first thing that we do? Well, I'm developing a relationship with my new person if I didn't know her already, okay? And so I'm here to let you know, let me just show you how this is done. So I'm really excited that you decided to do this wellness consult. It's really a membership overview to show you how to use what you already got. Okay, I want you to be comfortable with this, and my worst nightmare is that you are going to have these oils, you purchase these oils, and they just sit on your kitchen counter. So my goal right now is to help you with some of your health concerns, but I do want to walk you through some things so that you can get the most out of what you got. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right, very good, very good. See how easy that was, you guys? So, and I'll show you guys on the screen as well exactly what we're looking at so you can follow along. But I've just opened up this page and I'm telling Claire, congratulations, because now we're talking about living a wellness lifestyle. And it does start with eating right. And you guys can see in your pyramid, if you have your Live brochure, it starts with the things like eating and sleeping and nutrition. And it's not till later that we do proactive medical care. We have this reversed. So that's what I let her know, that this is where we're headed. We are trying to manage your stress, reducing your toxic load, and I just want to walk you through a few of the options that will help you do that pretty easily. Okay, so we're going to turn to the first page of Eating Right, and this is dōTERRA's #1 selling product. It happens to be the Lifelong Vitality. dōTERRA is so confident with this product. I know you heard about this in the class, but they will give you more energy, less pain, and better mood. Who doesn't want better mood? That is their promise. So you could send back empty bottles if that is not what you're getting out of it. But I love this brochure because it has some practical tips on how to make a smoothie. And then there's always some lifestyle habits that you can just put in here, okay? There's also some PB Assist, which is a probiotic, which everyone should be having that in their diet, okay? Now I'm going to turn the page. So I'm just going through this really quickly. It's not my goal to sell her on every single thing. I'm just walking her through what the wellness pyramid looks like, okay? So next we come to exercise. How much exercise do you think you get a week?
4 days.
Okay, you're really good.
Yeah.
So some people don't get moving as much and they need a little bit more help, but maybe before and after your exercise routine, you could incorporate some of these products. Deep Blue, and then what about, do you have any cravings sometimes?
Sugar.
Okay, sugar cravings. All right. So then over here is the Slim and Sassy Metabolic Blend. There is an ingredient in Slim and Sassy that will help curb some of those sugar cravings so that you don't crave as many cookies, and that'll help as long as you remember to take it. Okay, so that's just a couple things. All right. Now, this is really where a lot of people will spend their time. This is rest and managing stress. So how's your sleep? How's your stress level?
On 1 to 10, maybe about 7.
Oh, okay. All right. So here on this page, to rest and manage your stress, there are some of my favorites too that you can help to get a better night's sleep, a more restful sleep, and ways that you can incorporate that. And the diffuser is a game changer. And I noticed you didn't get that with your initial kit, but it might be something that you want to think about later, just because if it's a sleep issue, you do not want to get up in the middle of the night and turn your diffuser back on and put more oils in it. Okay, you want to make sure it's on all the time. Okay, so then on this page, we're talking about emotional balance, and there are certain oils that will help either motivate you or calm you down. And so there's a little wheel here, and however you're feeling, you can look at this. We also have an electronic app for that. And so it's really easy to figure out which oils you need for how you're feeling. Okay, and again, we've got our wellness lifestyle habits. All right, so let's turn the page. This page talks about reducing toxic load. And this is as easy as putting lemon in your water. Okay, do you drink a lot of water?
No, I need to.
Okay, so a simple thing that you can do to have your water and maybe put some lemon, or you could put some grapefruit in it to cleanse your body. It releases the toxins in your body. And there's some other ideas here to cleanse some of your organs, like the endocrine, and that will filter out in your liver, in your pancreas. It's going to really help you to support your internal organs. And then this whole page focuses on our On Guard products. So I know you mentioned at the class that you were trying to reduce the toxic load in your house and clean with some of these things. Do you make your own laundry detergent, or what do you do for that?
I've read people doing it, but I've not tried it.
Okay, it's a lot of work. And so if you don't have that kind of time, then these are some these are some great options to do that. You can make your own glass cleaner, and they're actually really simple little options here. Okay, so I want you to take a look at that. All right, so we're heading towards the end here. In terms of informed self-care and targeted support, there may be some things on this page, like your endocrine system or your limbic system, even maybe some respiratory support. They are talking about certain oils that will deal exactly with that issue. So I would have you spend some time here. I'm going to give you this brochure. You get to keep this after today. And then there's some other ideas, like CorrectX is dōTERRA's. It's like a Neosporin without the crude oil. Okay, there's no gasoline and crude oil in it. So that's a natural option to have. You can see her with her bumps and her boo-boos. And then if you have any kind of head tension, the past tense is a really good option. Okay? All right, so this is just a summary. This page, Customizing Your Wellness Plan, is just a summary over what were the foundational things, like the lifelong vitality that we talked about. Those things that you want an insurance policy if you're not getting all this in your nutrition, you can get it from these products. And then our exercise. You sound like you're already exercising a lot. Get up, get moving. Awesome. But this is just going to help you with that routine. Rest and managing stress, you said that's kind of where you are right now. So these are some of those products. And this is just going over the toxic load and your self-care. So once you look at all this and what your needs are, my goal, here we are on page 16. Okay, it's asking to briefly write down your health priorities. All right. So note, at this point in the wellness consult, she will normally be doing a lot more talking in this, but because of the purposes of teaching you guys, I'm just trying to run through it quickly. But at this point in the wellness consult, I'm going to ask her, and we're going to do an abridged version, but I'm going to ask her what kind of things that she's looking to get ahead of, what kind of ailments does she have, and then I'll show you how you work that, okay? So what are your maybe 2 or 3 health priorities that you're trying to get ahead of?
I'll say the stress and the respiratory.
Okay, stress and respiratory. So I'm just going to write that down. I'm going to take some notes for myself. Stress and respiratory. Okay. And what kind of respiratory? Is it congestion or sinus, or how is that working? Oh, asthma. Okay. All right. And do you have any kind of allergies as well?
Allergic to cats.
Okay. All right. So you've got these allergies. You've got some asthma. Okay. And we'll deal with the stress as well. So at this point, I look in my handy dandy book. Okay, if you guys don't have this book, then there's another spot right here on the very back that says Getting Started. You can look there. So for respiratory support, what you want to say at this point is, what does she already have here that you can write down that she does? All right, so for respiratory support, you have some great options in what you already got. This is the Breathe Oil. And so I know we went over this in the class, but this you're just going to put in a diffuser, or you're going to inhale that very deeply, put some on your chest. So I'm going to write that down here. I'm writing it down exactly how she's going to use it. Some other ideas on respiratory support that you have this one, you could also use some peppermint. This will open your airways immediately. Now, one option that you don't really have here is lime. Lime is another one that will open up your respiratory. It helps break up some of that mucus. So I'm just going to write that down here as a potential that maybe later that you don't have. And I'll tell you how to use that. Okay? All right. As for the asthma, the breathe oil that you already have is going to help you immediately if you just start inhaling it. Okay? And one trick that you can do is put it in your hands and cup it like kind of an inhaler and just breathe that in. Okay? That should open your airways. Now, for the stress, let me tell you what you have in your box that's going to help you with your stress. Okay? You have lavender, which immediately is going to help you with your stress and your sleep. It's going to help induce calmness. Okay? So you can put that on the bottom of your feet before bedtime. You can put it on as you're driving down the street. But another one you have in your little toolkit here is the frankincense. The frankincense, remember, it's the king of oils. So anytime you're using the frankincense, it's just going to emphasize everything else that you have. Okay? So the lavender and the frankincense together are just going to help you de-stress and calm. And this is effective just under your tongue or on the roof of your mouth as well. Okay? If you, from all that exercise that you're doing, you could certainly use this deep blue, and that will help your stressed muscles. All right, so stress comes in many different forms. All right, now we're going to create your daily wellness plan, and we don't have the supplements quite yet, but that's something that you can think about if you're not taking something already that makes you feel amazing. So at this point, I'm going to write in here what she does in the morning and what she does in the afternoon, what she does at night, the daily habits, so that she can start using some of these things she has. And then down here, I'm going to ask her, well, what are other things? Was there anything here that you saw that might help support your goals and what you're trying to get to health-wise that you don't have?
I was interested in the On Guard collection.
Okay, all the On Guard collection. All right, let me write that down. Okay. And then at the very end, we've got Live Empowered with Natural Solutions at number 4, and you're going to create this 90-day plan for them. So as you're talking with your person, she's interested in the On Guard collection. She might need that lime. She definitely needs the lifelong vitality to get ahead of the stress, right? So at this point, we create a wish list, and instead of putting it all on next month's LRP, we explain to her what LRP is, and then we create a wish list that's balanced for the next 90 days, month 1, month 2, month 3, based on her personalized plan. When I'm done writing all of that out, I snap a picture of this with my phone, and then I keep it so I know how to follow up with her and how to get her to the next step and how to help her with her wellness goals. But I give her this, and at the very back, I hand this to her with her member ID, a way to get support. Now that would normally be me. And then if I have any upline support or there's another person on her team that would be helping, I put that here too. And I do let her know about any events or anything we have, Wellness Wednesday, oil camps, things in the area. And then this is yours, my dear. You get to have that. And you put your contact information on there too, so they know how to get in touch with you and how to use these wonderful things that they already purchased, okay? So if you are wondering why people aren't getting on LRP, I would have you look at how many wellness consults you're doing. There is a direct correlation between your setting up the wellness consult, doing the wellness consult, and people getting on LRP and knowing how to use their oils for the long haul. So if you don't have people on LRP and your retention rate is going like this, look and see how many wellness consults you've done. Make sure you do this for everyone. This isn't something that you pick and choose who you do it for, or some people you think, they don't need it, they know how to use it. No, you offer this to everyone. This is something we do on our team to let them know that we want them to learn how to use their oils. We don't want them to stand on a shelf. And so with all of that, you guys, I do hope that if you have enrolled people, maybe you've been around for a while and you have enrolled people and they've been around for years, go back in your organization and offer a wellness consult. And all you have to say is, you know what? I wasn't doing this when I first started, but now I really want to help you with your health goals. So therefore, can we get something on the books so I can just walk you through your oils? So if you don't see people getting on LRP or repeat orders, even if it's every 3 or 4 months, if that's not happening, go look and see how you can help them in the future, all right? So I'll put a link to the actual pages and what this looks like on the computer, But for the most part, this is what you would do. It would take about 20-30 minutes, and you just want to be sure that they are set up. I would explain LRP a little bit more in detail, and that it is the most intellectual way to get their oils. And so that's a little abridged version of how we do this, and you guys are going to be great. So go get your setup and look at your retention rates increase. This is a 100% of all your enrollments get one of these. All right? Thank you, Claire.
You're welcome.